Okay, here we go again. This is Tom. This is Tom's Radio Room Show Hangout testing. Yeah, we're testing again. I got a nice message from one of my subscribers that gave me some step-by-step instructions of a different way to get into Hangouts. And we're going to see if this works any better. I'm trying to get my little Acer mini laptop working so I can use it for monitoring my webcast, but it's struggling. I think it's trying to do updates. It hasn't been on for 6 months. So I'm just going to let that run, and maybe later I'll get it working so that I can actually watch myself on these Hangouts. So supposedly chat is enabled, and let me see. I'm going to click on it here. So the window has now opened for me, the chat window. And then I'm going to share my Genesis window, Genesis radio window, and see if that will come up. Now, again, what it's showing for me is only a portion of, well, actually a couple pieces of the Genesis page. So it's not everything. So don't know what that's about. Trying to remember what I did last time. I think I clicked on my Genesis program there. And when I do it on my broadcast screen, the Genesis page goes away, or Genesis window goes away, and my webcam comes back. And I saw another page here, see if I can find it again. Yeah, that's not it. I'm still struggling with this. So I don't know if the screen share reset. I don't know. And last time it was actually going out, but it didn't appear to be going out. So I don't know if it's going out or not. I do now have group chat set up or running in it. I got to it via a different route. Let me just type something in there. Type in hello. See if anybody sees that. Oh boy, this is so much fun. And my little laptop here, as you see, is still showing loading of Google Plus. I don't know why that's hung up. What I'm doing is my neighbor allows me to use her internet access when I'm testing and stuff like that. I don't use it very often. So in order to keep the bandwidth of my internet down so that I can do this broadcast, I'm trying to use her internet connection to screen or to view what I'm broadcasting. Sorry I'm so slow, but I'm really confused here. But it's kind of hung up. It says loading. I can still move the mouse. So I don't know what that's about. I do have a good connection to her internet, and she's not home, so she's not using it. So I don't know what's going on there. Heck with it. Now the question is, I wonder if I'm sharing the Genesis window, because when I had it up, for momentarily, or parts of the screen I had up. When I clicked on the Genesis window to see myself, that went away. So I don't know if it's showing Genesis now or not. And of course, I'm not getting any response from the chat window. I have 7 viewers right now, but I still, what I need is I'm not getting any feedback about what's going on. Now, I was hoping to be able to do that via either the group chat window in the Hangouts or via my little laptop over here, but it's like hung up. So let me go to on my main computer. Where do I want to go? I want to go to, where do I want to go? I want to go to Google Plus. No. I want to go to YouTube. That's where I want to go. YouTube, and see if I see this broadcast streaming live, and if I'm getting any comments live. Okay, so if I click on videos, I'm not seeing it yet. And if I click on home, I don't see it. So let me try view as a returning subscriber. I am so confused. What's wrong with this little laptop? I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, now when I viewed my YouTube page as a subscriber instead of myself, I see the Hangout number, TRRS number 924, and it says it's live now. So let me see if I can click on that. Really screw things up. Okay, now my 924, it says this is live now. So let me see if I can click on that. Oh, there it is. Really screw things up. Let me if you turn the sound off, otherwise I'll have feedback. Okay, now I'm. Oh, there it is. So now, turn the sound off, otherwise I'll have feedback. Okay, now I'm. Oh, there it is. So now. Okay, so I'm trying to turn the audio off. Oh, geez. Feedback. Okay, so. Okay, now I should have muted where I was watching myself, which this should be really giving my old computer a hard time where I'm broadcasting and watching at the same time on the same computer. But I think it's working. So let me see if I can say something and get a reaction. Hello out there. This is so squirrely. So I'm commenting, or I'm chatting with myself, and the key is, I guess, hey, people are seeing me. Okay, now we can get some feedback. Now, what it appears, what I'm seeing is I'm still seeing my webcam. I'm not seeing my shared screen. So let me go back to that screen, the broadcast screen. Oh, where did that go? Oh boy. Let me change, close a couple of these. Okay, where did that go? Oh, that's another window. Okay, now I'm back to my broadcast window, and I lost the screen share of Genesis when I clicked on Genesis. So I'm going to turn screen share back on again, and now the window for just Genesis doesn't show up on the windows I can share. So I'm going to share, and this is going to be a little crazy. I'm going to share my entire screen. So here we go. Sharing now. Okay, now I get that like window or mirror into mirror into mirror into mirror image, which I've seen that before. And at the top of the page, it says you are screen sharing. Okay, it says I'm screen sharing, but then it's got a button to stop and it's got a button to present to everyone. Now, if I'm sharing already, why do I have to present to everyone? Okay, let me go back. Please bear with me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now this, oh, let's see. So right now I should be sharing everything in Windows. Like for instance, right now I'm in YouTube and I'm watching myself. And let's see, am I watching myself live? No. On the same computer. But I think it's working. So let me see if I can say something. And okay. Yeah, I got it. I had to remute it again because I started again. Yeah, there's going to be a timing delay, especially on a Saturday because YouTube is really busy on Saturday. So, well, heck. I clicked on live. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm watching myself semi-live, delay, and I'm going to go to the Genesis. Oh boy, this is confusing. I'm going to go to Genesis, and now I can't see the other screen to see what's going out. Oh boy. Let me see if I can. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask you if you're seeing Genesis, but I'm going to have to, when I ask you, I have to go to that Chrome web page so I can see the comments. Yeah, follow. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to minimize this. Okay, now you should be seeing of course there is a delay. You should be seeing my Chrome page showing myself broadcast. So I'm going to now put in a comment. Oh boy, this is very fun. Did you see Genesis? Question. Okay, then I'm going to wait a little bit because there is a delay between what I'm sending out, what I'm getting back. Oh, God, I got an immediate yes. Okay. Anybody else? Did they? Yes, see. Okay. Now now we're getting somewhere because I'm getting feedback from the viewers of what's going out. I still haven't got my little laptop to do anything, so I can use it to monitor my output instead of having to go to this page, which when I'm trying to share something, then like now I'm showing you what I'm watching myself. I'm not showing Genesis. Okay, let's go back to Genesis. And so there's Genesis. Hopefully it's going out right now. I don't know. Um, and I have the audio turned down on the radio, so I'll turn it up. Now, what you are hearing in the background is my wall air conditioner. It's 10:15 Eastern Daylight Time in Florida, and it's already quite hot. So I had to turn my wall air conditioner on. When I do Hangouts in the future, oh, I just got myself caught here. In the future, I'll have that air conditioner turned off so it's not causing all the background noise. Now, one thing, here's a question, and please send me a comment. I don't know if the output of the Genesis SDR is directly going to the broadcast, the Hangout broadcast, or if it's coming through my microphone. So I'm going to turn its Genesis audio back up. Now I'm going to turn it back down. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put my hand over my microphone to try to muffle it and turn the audio, oops, I did already, turn the audio on the radio back up. Okay, if the output of the radio is directly feeding to the broadcast, then when I put my hand over my microphone, you should be able to hear that quite clear, although there wasn't much of a signal there. So let me go back. I have no idea where I'm at now. Oh, I got to go back to this page so I can see your comments. Output is good. Maybe you don't use Genesis. Don't need Genesis. Well, I need Genesis because that's the software that's controlling my SDR. And what I hope to do on future broadcasts is to use Hangouts to demonstrate Genesis and other SDR packages, other things that are show up on my screen so that I can do a screen capture. Now, the reason I'm trying to get this to work is normally when I do a show that I want to capture the screen, I use a screen captures program that captures the video and the audio in memory. So once it runs out of memory, it crashes and I lose the file. And with my present computer, that's only about 10 minutes of a show. And when I'm doing things like I'm doing here where I'm experimenting, I need more than 10 minutes. So Hangouts, I believe you can do a Hangouts for, I don't know, a very long time, hours if you wish. I know people that have done Hangouts for 3 hours. So that's what I'm trying to get working. And an example is using my Genesis SDR control software. That's just one of the ones I've got. I've got others, which I can show you. And if I can get this working, um, then that will solve my screen capture problem. Okay, somebody has said that, Simon has said that he can't hear the air conditioner, so leave it on. Good. I like that answer because it really gets hot in this workshop of mine in the summer here in Florida. Okay, we have 14 people watching. Now, what I have to solve is I have to get my little laptop. Now, let me go back to the Hangout control window and do a couple of things here. That's this window here, and I'm going to stop sharing, stop it right now, and and it goes back to my webcam. There's my webcam. There's my little laptop. This is a little Acer um, Aspire 1. It's only like a 10-inch, maybe even smaller than that screen. Pretty low capability, but it's small and it doesn't take up much room. So I'm hoping, at least initially when I'm trying to get these Hangouts working, I'm hoping I can use it to monitor my broadcast live or semi-live, because it's going to be delayed a little bit. Right now, it's hung up loading Google Plus. I don't know why. I'm using my neighbor's network, which she allows me to do. She doesn't use it hardly at all, and she's out of town now, so that I don't tax my network doing this broadcast and trying to do the broadcast and watch it at the same time. Although that is what I'm doing, as you saw previously when I was sharing my Windows screen. So that's the other beauty of these Hangouts, is I can switch between my webcam and my desktop or my screen, which I can't do with my screen capture software. At least I haven't got it to work right. Anyway, so this is what we're trying to do. I'm testing, I'm learning. I really thank the gentleman that helped me enter the broadcast in this fashion, which is a little different than I used to do it. Now, it does appear that nobody is in the Hangouts chat room. I'm in that, and I'll type "here I am" again, see if anybody sees it. But, and this is, I think this is how Gillis in Canada, how he does his Hangouts, is he has either two windows or two computers, one looking at that screen where you can type in comments live, and one on his broadcast screen. Now, if I go back to my monitoring of myself, I can see the comments. So that's where the chat is working. It's not working where it used to work. Actually, it never did work right. That's where it's working on this page, and 15 people have found it by accident, because I didn't announce that I was going to do this, because I'm strictly testing till I get this perfected. I'm not going to announce that I'm going live. Okay. Another person said he can't hear the air conditioning. So my noise canceling microphone is working. Now, someone says I've got, they like my little blue laptop. And I think well, I was thinking my view of my broadcast. Okay, now I see it moving again. There's a big delay there, probably 10 or 20 seconds. between when I broadcast something and when I see it on my screen. Okay, now another person said he couldn't hear the air conditioner. I'm really glad to hear that because I really want to have that on in the summertime. The wintertime I don't need it, of course, but in the summertime it's brutal out here. Now, I'm going to go back to the control page and share my screen again just to see if I can jump back and forth. So here I go. Stand by. Okay, now I'm back in my Hangouts control page, which I should be able to do a screen share again. And first, oh, now Genesis shows up again. The Genesis window is now showing up as one of the options of the screens I can share. So this time I'm going to try again to share just Genesis and see if it stays there. Last time I shared Genesis, and then when I went to the Genesis windows, it shut down the share. Okay, so I'm going to try it again, another little experiment. So I'm going to share now. Okay, again, I get this part of the Genesis page up, but I just see parts of it. I see the S meter, I see the waterfall, and I see the spectrum display. The rest of it is missing. But before, when I clicked on Genesis to bring up the screen for me, then it closed down sharing. We'll try it again. Stand by, give me a report if it shuts down. Okay, I'm clicking on Genesis, and it shut down sharing because now I'm seeing my laptop again. It didn't open Genesis for me like I hoped it opened it. Now I have it open, but I think it's not sharing. So I have to go back. So I guess I can't do that. So let me go back to my control for Hangouts. I'll do a share again. Oops, come on, open up, open up. And now, this time, unlike the previous time, it's showing the Genesis radio window as one of the screens I can share. So I'm going to click that again. Please bear with me. This is just me experimenting. I want to say share. Again, I get a partial page or partial view of Genesis. Not enough for me to use it. It's weird because I'm getting pieces of it. And if I go to the Genesis window, it shuts down the share. Now, what I was able to do before is I was able to share my entire screen, and then I could see Genesis and everything else. Okay, now you see this kind of an echo effect. And what's weird is it says present to everyone. I'm not sure what that option is. Apparently I didn't have to do that before, so I'm going to leave that turned off. Now I will go to Genesis. Okay, now I'm seeing Genesis, and I think the viewers are seeing the full Genesis page. Now, let's see here. Can I go back to watching what I'm broadcasting, which is this page? Okay, now I'm watching what I'm broadcasting, and of course it's delayed, and you should be seeing it also. And you'll see that I'm going to switch there. Now I'm switching to this page showing my broadcast. A lot of things to remember here. I really, what I need to do is get this page that I'm broadcasting right now on my laptop so that I don't have to go to that page to look at these comments. Okay. So I'm seeing the comments now. I see a comment, a couple of comments that says they were, um, whatever. They were seeing Genesis full screen, and uh, then there was the last comment was he's seeing the YouTube page, which is where I'm watching myself. Whew. Wow, this is. I'm gonna have to take some time and unravel this thing and get it working properly before I go for a real live show, where I announce I'm going to do a broadcast. Okay, so thanks for people who are commenting. That's what I needed. I needed those uh, semi real time comments to tell me what's going on. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to shut this down. Um, and again, I thank the gentleman that gave me the step by step instructions of getting the chat working on the YouTube page. That was the secret. And the next thing I got to do is I got to get my laptop working, my little laptop working. And the other thing I want to do is find out a way to announce ahead of time when I'm going to do a hangout. So thanks everyone for helping me. Um, and we're getting closer. That's it. I'm going to shut down. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.